EGM Network.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio. Hey, before we jump into this next news story, Jesse, you've got that image I sent you today. I want you guys to see this. This is an amazing thing. Okay, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Here we go. Wal Mart. You can now pick up a Chevy engine 350 crate. Walmart. I'm telling you, it's really on Walmart. You could buy a crate engine on Walmart.
Look at that.
$7,500.
Yeah.
That's a little expensive. For
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, hope it includes shipping. But it's a 350. I don't have it in front of me, and I can barely read it from my
350,
angle.
330 horse.
Yeah. There you go.
Right from Walmart.
Right from Walmart. You can go to Walmart, click on that, and get it delivered. Click on delivery, or pick it up at the store. I guess.
Do you pick it up at the store? Or they bring it to your house.
Yeah. It gets delivered to your house.
The parking spot where they bring it out instead of the car.
Yeah. They roll it out in a shopping cart.
Just put it in the back of the truck.
Anyway, now I'm going to try to shop Walmart and see what else they have to offer.
Yeah.
They might have a Hemi going. You don't know.
You never know what they sell at Walmart.
Yeah. But
that's a little expensive, though. $7,500 for a small block.
Yeah. Well, I bet they've sold zero. Wouldn't you think?
Hey, they still have them, though. That's not too bad. And doesn't say what kind of motor it is. It's just they don't say who built it. It's just
no, they don't say who builds it. Right? You probably click on it and see the more details.
Right.
But I just thought this is on Facebook on the the Walmart. You know how you see different ads at Walmart. You can scroll and see the different stuff they're selling, and all of a sudden, I forget what I was looking for, but all of a sudden I see a crate engine. I'm like, what? Walmart's selling that, so I'm going to look and see what else they have. They might sell, like Holly carburetors or something, or Edelbrock intake. Who knows? But I thought it was kind of interesting and funny.
Yeah.
So also on hotrod.com, how long do tires last? This is they say it's a complex answer. The fate is in your hands. It really depends on how you drive, really. According to Consumer Reports, a typical all-season tire will last about 50,000 to 85,000. It probably lasts 85,000 if you have a Crown Vic and you drive 20 miles an hour on the passing lane, right?
And you're not in this heat.
If you're not in the heat,
the heat is because these roadways.
Right.
The heat down here, and then the roads are made of, like the shell and all that stuff, wear the tires out, cuts them up.
Yeah.
So you got to 8 to get 85,000 miles out of tires. That's
a lot.
That's a lot.
I've never seen that. And I was in the tire business for years.
I have.
I mean, even a Michelin. Michelin, you might get 85 out of. But the problem with a Michelin has a very hard tread.
Hard?
Really hard, yeah. It's not, unless you get a performance one.
On yours?
Michelin's the softest tire made.
Yeah, is it really?
Yeah.
I've
seen the Bridgestone.
You're just talking about performance Michelin, though, right?
I've seen Bridgestone Dueler HLs. I've seen about 10 or 15 sets go 100K.
Really?
What kind?
The Bridgestone Dueler HL.
Bridgestones, really?
The dual.
A friend of mine's coming in the shop this week. Kenny, we're taking him off his wife's Honda Pilot. She got 87,000 miles on him.
I
still got some tread left on them.
And then I went to one of these tire places, and the guy said, those are the dealer tires. The dealer tires don't last as long as the tires that we get.
Right.
I don't know if that's true or not.
So on the side of the sidewall tire, it says TPC code. That's the original tire, so it is a softer compound to give you the smoother, quieter ride, but it won't wear nowhere near.
Right.
Because it used to be a Bridgestone Dueler HT. They had no mileage warranty if you bought them on the car. But if you buy the ones that you buy at the store, they had a 60,000 mile warranty, and it was a different compound in the tread.
Oh, really?
Right.
I do really well.
The guy was right. I had no idea. I thought all tires were tires.
Yeah, if it says TPC code on the side of the tire, it's an OE tire, so it's just a soft riding tire.
Right.
Okay.
I get 60,000 miles out of my Mickeys on my truck every set. This set, I'll get 67 out of this set.
That's good.
But if you look, there's a tread wear indicator on there, and there's a 3-digit number afterwards. It said that you tread wear rating of 100 means that the test tire is expected to last as long as the referenced tire. 200 means twice as long, and so on. But it just goes by the manufacturer. So if you see a Michelin that says 200, and then you see a Goodyear that says 100, they might wear about the same. You don't know. You know, it depends on the manufacturer based on their cheaper tires and their more expensive tires.
Right. Yeah, the lower the number usually means the softer, the less
tread.
It's going to last. It's going to wear out faster.
It will wear out faster, but you know, with softer tread, you handle better too. You grip the road more. A harder compound, it doesn't grab the road as well, right? Like a NASCAR tire is very soft, you know.
Yeah, when you mention that, I haven't even watched any NASCAR at all.
Me either. Nothing.
You guys watch it? Steve,
I
used to watch NASCAR.
A couple of them when I was sick home,
Yeah, I don't even know who's winning, who's coming on, what's going on.
Winner.
Yeah.
The winner.
The winner's winning?
Yeah. The loser's losing. Now, you were talking to test tires. So a couple of races ago, I forgot which track it was. I think maybe it was Darlington. They did test tires.
Oh, did they?
So they come in, they had red letters, but they were super soft tires. But dude, they were like passing cars, like even on. So they would go in, and you had the option to start on these tires or not. So people were starting on the red tires. They were dominating, but then they fall off quicker than the other ones.
Oh, okay.
But man, let me tell you, the red versus the yellow, the reds were like, I think they said they're averaging 2 seconds faster a lap.
Wow, that's pretty good.
But then, after 40, 50 laps, it's like driving on ice, they were saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they do in F1, and I haven't watched F1 this year either. I was a big F1 fan, but they have white, red, and yellow.
Yep.
You know, and they run the white. I think the white is regular. I think the softest is the red. I think the grip's the best.
And they probably do it by the heat of the track, right?
Yeah. So, anyway, the wear bars indicate the tire has 2/32 inch of tread remaining. And that will reduce your wet traction, of course, and also your handling. By the time you get down to the wear bars, you got some pretty
time to get tires.
Yeah, 2/32.
Does it seem like the tread is harder once you get down to the wear bars? It seems like the tread is hard compared to when it's new. Of course, it's a lot more pliable when you have more tread, of course. But anyway, TireRack.com recommends you replace them with 4 30-seconds. Before the wear bars show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I always go to the wear bars. I just go to the wear bars. When I see the wear bars even out with the tread, then I say, okay, time for new tires.
Gotcha.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was the cord.
I've driven on cord.
You ain't poor until you drive the tires to steel belt.
Oh, yeah. You got to see those steel belts.
Yeah, when you see those belts, that's it. You're ready to go.
I've seen some stuff in my years. We've seen cars come with duct tape on the tires because they were on cord.
Oh, gosh.
So funny.
Crap. I remember you used to be able to buy retreads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
For your cars. I think truckers are still allowed to buy retreads.
Yeah, they are. You can see the retread on the highway.
Yeah.
Where they didn't glue them on all the way or something. But I remember the retread. I never bought a retread. You guys ever buy a retread?
Yeah, I put one. When I was young, I didn't have money for tires.
Right.
I had money for a car, barely. So
I was always tempted, but then I would say no. And at the last minute, I go, no, I better not.
Give it a shot. Yeah. Especially if you did any drag racing. I mean, if it was.
Oh yeah, drag racing. Yeah.
I had this. I never towed my car to the track. I always drove it to the track, and then you'd put in the crappy tires and just.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So, what else you got going on?
Well, nothing.
There? You got nothing. Show's over.
Right,
let's go.
Let's go home.
See ya.
All right, we're out of here. Sorry, everyone.
They still sell the retreads, but you can't put them on steer axles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they will not allow retreads in the steer axles. And
no kidding.
To retread a tire, it's supposed to go through rigorous test.
Right. All right. So now we know.
So we're going to make a quick announcement. We're going to be sponsored in October by the Vero Beach Riverside Theater.
Riverside Theater. Comedy.
But just for the Loop, they call it. They're concerts on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, so they call it the Loop. It's the Loop concerts, they call them. And the next one, and they have a car show to go along with, once a month.
The Loop, yeah.
And so the cars are coming back on the 17th of October with the 20th Street Jazz Band. And so they already have the cars through AACA. Yeah. They've got a contact at AACA.
Right.
However, I've talked to the people at the theater, and if you want to bring your car, your muscle car, or whatever, your classic, you can park it across against the fence facing outwards, whichever way you want to park. But across the street in the public parking lot at the Vero Beach Museum of Art, that big parking lot, you can bring in and try to line up the classic cars together in there. There's not going to be anyone parking unless we get someone to volunteer, like maybe Billy, because I know Billy's been going to this. This is how we ended up.
Yeah, the whole AACA.
Yeah, the AACA guys. So maybe we can get someone there that gets there a little bit early and parks the cars that are across the street. That way we can have unlimited cars go, because they only want like 15 or 20.
Yeah.
And they're actually going to change them out, he said, because the same guys have been showing up all summer for the Loop concerts.
The Loop concert. Live at the Loop, right?
Live, yeah. The Loop concerts. Anyway, so I guess it's a lot of fun, you know. They got the liquor license and is it beer and wine there or just?
I think it's just beer and wine.
I think I went there. They had liquor.
I don't remember. I went there for the Comedy Zone, and I don't remember if they had liquor or not.
Just because you drank too much liquor, so you don't remember.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah, so they had some rum at the Comedy Zone. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this weekend they're having what? Beachside Jazz?
I guess
September 26th is Beachside Jazz. September 27th is Johnny Nick's Classic Rock. And September 28th is, what does that say?
It says the Lunatics.
The Lunatics.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm on the radio.
They must be Democrats.
Yeah. The Lunatics.
I guess they're Democrats.
Yeah, because it would say deplorables if it was Republican.
Or Nazis or whatever.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's the Nazi band.
Yeah. So what do you
They're
got in
voting
history?
for Trump.
What do you got for history?
Well, for history,
Yesterday.
our show is probably history for saying all that
we got to
stuff.
go to commercial anyway.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that when we come back. We got just very short history. We'll be right back for Classic Car Radio.
For state-of-the-art auto glass and windshield services, make it American Auto Glass. American Auto Glass has over 20 years of experience working on glass in cars, trucks, motorhomes, buses, and all commercial vehicles, even helping you save time, speeding up your insurance claim for free glass replacement, both in-shop and mobile for most vehicles. Trust American Auto Glass, your one-stop local business. 281 Sebastian Boulevard in Sebastian. American Auto Glass.
Sunshine Furniture.
If you dream of creating a home with furniture where you make life one long weekend, visit Sunshine Furniture now and save 50% on all Tommy Bahama and Lexington furniture during the Fall Home event. Bedroom, living, and dining room, home office, media, and occasional furniture that is inviting and comfortable, Tommy Bahama and Lexington offer everything you need to furnish your floored home. The Fall Home event ends September 30th, so come in now. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and buy local.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Ooh, have a sunshine day. Sunshine Furniture. Stop on in today and have a sun.
It's hurricane season. Prune your trees now with Scott Tree Services. Strengthen your trees against high winds and remove broken limbs that could cause damage. Don't get nervous. Call Scott Tree Services.
All right, stop the music.
Stop the music. Whoa.
We got to get into this.
Very demanding.
No more music. Yeah, stop the music. Stop it.
He's got to get into history as fast as possible.
We got to do history. So this is a big week. The 23rd of September in 1969, the Dodge Challenger debuted. What a great car.
Yeah, it is.
What a really nice. Some great muscle car options with that. Or you could get the... what was the option called when they were just like a luxury? I forget. What do they call those on the Challenger and the Barracuda? The Cuda, whatever.
Luxury?
Yeah, well, they were more, they had leather seats and vinyl top and all that stuff. And the loaded ones, they would call them something else, I forget. Anyway.
Did they ever make a four-door Challenger? I know they made a four-door Cuda.
Did they really?
Did they?
Yeah.
No, they did not. maybe Barracuda.
Yeah.
No, but not from 1970 on.
I should say Barracuda.
But yeah, the Barracuda.
But they did
yeah.
make a four-door.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
But I think they might have done a four-door Challenger too. I'm not
No,
too
they
sure.
didn't.
No?
I'll pay you $50.
You don't have $50 if you lose.
Yeah, you'll be.
Yes, I do.
I'll be like that guy in the movie. Where's my $2? Chasing me down the block for $2. Go ahead.
Give me a hamburger today.
Yeah. All right, keep going.
All right. September 24th, 1948, Honda Motors was founded.
Wow, that long ago.
Well, 3 years after the war, they were already building cars. Imagine that. 3 years after they were decimated. September 25th, 1926, Henry Ford shakes up the automotive industry when he announces an 8-hour day and a 5-day work week.
And that's the reason why I don't like Ford.
There you go.
Why? You don't like that?
Much.
No.
You don't like it?
I don't think a person should work 5 days a week.
Yeah. Well,
Or 8
I
hours
think
a day.
4 10-hour days.
Yeah, well, Steve does 7 days a week.
Right. Yeah. Steve does
Poor
7-10.
He ain't got no brains, man.
Steve does 7-10.
Yes, I don't know how he does it.
I don't either.
I know.
We got to get Steve away from that shop once in a while.
Yeah, but
He's away right now. September 26, 1909, Billy Durant loses General Motors for the first time. Many men built great companies back then, but most of these high flyers lost control of their companies and dreams. William Durant, though, is unique in that he built General Motors, lost it, regained it, and then he lost it again. So he must have been a pain in the butt.
He was a 2-time loser.
Yeah, well, actually, he's the one that brought in Buick. He bought Buick and Cadillac and all that. And then, when a guy like him, this very aggressive, obviously,
Right.
and they kick him out. They kick him off the board because he's such a pain in the butt,
Right.
and he wants to control everyone. And finally, he buys back stock and regains control of the company, and he gets booted off the board again. So whatever. I don't know what he did after that, but he probably had enough money to not worry about it. And then September 28, 1960, Nissan Motor Company was formed in Gardena, California, and becomes home to Nissan's American arm of the unknown Japanese company as it attempts to sell the small, low-powered Datsun. Remember the Datsuns?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Datsun 240Z was a great car.
Datsun
Fun car.
B210.
Yeah, the B210.
Yeah.
Although they rusted out, the Japanese steel, they rusted out fast.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some tech talk. We only got 6 minutes left or so.
So if we'll get through a couple.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
Dave from Palm Bay says, I've listened to you guys for the past year. He listened for the whole year. And I laughed about the guy who wrote in last week about his girlfriend beating the Trans Am with her newer Camaro. I had a similar experience with my ex. She and I broke up after a few years, and she wasn't too happy. One day she called to ask if she could borrow the car while hers was being serviced. So I thought I'd be a nice guy and allow her to use it, since I could take my Corvette to work that day. 2 weeks later, I received $700 in red light violations, 2 toll violations. She had taken the car to Jupiter via the turnpike and ran the tolls both ways, and ran the car through multiple red lights on purpose. This was her revenge.
I tell you, guys fall
for a
for
breakup.
this. Guys
It's not
fall
a
for this.
question; it's just a
Guys
story.
fall for this all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because we've had this question a lot. This is
yeah.
don't give your ex-girlfriend a car.
Wasn't a guy put a car in his girlfriend's name, parked it at the airport,
Yes.
and just left it there
Left it
for
there.
months? And
Yeah.
she owed all this money for parking. She never even saw the car. She didn't even know she owned it.
Yeah, just
Okay, Jack from Fort Pierce. I'm restoring a 68 Camaro Rally Sport with a 350 crate.
that he bought from
They
Wal
bought from
Mart.
Walmart. And the ride height in both the front and back are like an SUV. I installed new 5-leaf springs in the back. 5 leaves on a Camaro, 68 Camaro.
Wow.
I put 4 bags of sand in the trunk, equaling 280 pounds before I tightened them up. It was still too high, even though I put the rest of the equipment in. That's not even going to be close to being normal. Same issue on the front. Even though it also has new springs. It's way too high, and if I drive the car to settle it down, it's still too high. So what the heck can I do to lower it all? First of all, it says he's got 17-inch wheels on it as well. He needs to get rid of the. Make sure he's got a low profile tire. First of all, low sidewall height. But also,
I don't really like them.
yeah, I know they were very rough riding.
Yeah.
But they had a single rear springs, and the big blocks in the Z28s had 4 leafs, but 5 leafs are way too much. And so it also he should also remove a leaf and cut a coil on the front. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah, or just get rid of the shackles. Why is he? Is he at the stock shackle height, or did he buy shackles and made it?
Well, didn't the springs always have to be on shackles, or was it just a bracket?
Yeah, but some guys used to get the extenders for the shackles,
so they could put fatter tires in. Yeah,
so maybe maybe
they
he
make
did
drop
that.
shackles for those too. He wants to keep the springs and then just lower it. Do drop shackle in the rear and then in the front. I'm not a big fan of cutting the springs. I would
I wouldn't cut the spring.
Go to a softer spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Camaro had a single leaf in the back too, and it was almost straight by the time I got done drag racing.
Yeah.
So I had to put multi-leaf in the back.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. What do we got for time? We got time.
Yeah.
Matt from the internet says, I have a 68 GTX that overheats at stop-and-go traffic. I noticed that the clutch fan is very loose when the engine's not running, and I think it may not be spinning enough at low RPMs. Have you ever changed one out for a different type, or how about a non-thermal clutch? What do you think, guys?
Why?
I think you just have a stiff clutch without the thermal, right?
Makes it noisy though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, why not put the real deal on it?
Yeah.
The original one.
Yeah, does he have a fan shroud? It could be anything,
Yeah.
I'd still go back with a thermal. Otherwise, put an electric fan on it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure, like you said, make sure he has a fan shroud too. A lot of guys take those fan shrouds off.
That's right.
Lose a lot of heat.
But just put the stock clutch fan in there, right?
I would. Otherwise,
stock clutching fan.
You take a non-thermal off and you put that on, or you put a non-thermal on there. It's just they're loud.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's another story, but this is an old one from 2018, but it came up on when I was writing the show, my files. So this is another one. Cheryl from Rockledge says, my boyfriend and I both have 5.0 liter Fox body cars. That's the Mustangs, of course. And one day before we actually met, I left a note under his wiper saying, from one Fox owner to another, you've got a Foxy body, meaning, his car was a Fox body Ford Mustang. So I drove past as he was reading it, and I revved my car up. He chased me down the road for 2 miles to get my number, and now we've been together for 4 years. All because of Mustangs.
All right.
So I wonder if they cracked them up yet.
Or they're still together. This is an old email.
Yeah, this is an old one. It's 6 years old. But I found that, and I thought it was fun, so I threw that in. Anyway.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, one more. What do we got for time? Okay.
You got plenty of time.
All right, Kevin from Titusville says, hey, guys, here's one for you, Mike. My 71 AMX 401 has been sitting for some time. I just had the carb rebuilt and installed a new fuel filter. I got the car running for 15 minutes, dialed in the carb, and then went to take it for a test drive on my house on a steep hill, and the car couldn't even make it to the end of my street.
Before it stalled out.
Before it stalled out. Wait a minute, I got to turn the page. Turn the page.
Oh, don't be saying turn the page.
I know, right? Well, yeah, Gwen Walls.
All right, go ahead.
Before it stalled out, I opened the hood and the fuel filter was dry. I tried cranking it. I didn't see any signs it was flowing fuel. But after sitting for a while, it actually started flowing gas again, and I got it back in the garage. Could be that the quarter tank fuel level I have is too low, and it starves the engine at steep angles. I've been listening on you guys. Been listening on WXE since last fall. Thank you guys. So what do you think?
Yeah, my wife's AMX does the same thing, whether it's on a steep hill or it's flat.
Oh, really?
As soon as I shut it off, the whole fuel filter dries out. Don't they have something that could stop the fuel from coming out?
Like a back check?
Oh, you're talking about, I thought he was running out, going down the road. I said, probably Daybro.
No, he stopped on a steep hill. And
steep hill, and the AMX that we have, as soon as you stop the car, the fuel comes right out of the fuel filter.
Really?
Yeah, and then somebody told me because of the heat of the manifold, it might be evaporating the gas. I don't know what's going on.
All right, we're done, though, guys. We're done.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Stay safe in the hurricane. And if it's Saturday, we hope you listen on WAXE at 2 o'clock every Saturday, right here at 107.9 FM. We are out of here.
I'll put the pedal to the metal.
See ya.